Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Building with Fuzen. Today we are building another project management tool on our no-code platform. So actually we wanted to build a project management dashboard for our internal use, and I thought why not build it in public so you guys can also see how to build a fully functional project management dashboard on Fuzen without any coding. So our key objective here is to track all our ongoing software development projects on a single dashboard, but also to track the work assigned to individual developers and how much of their bandwidth is occupied. And the simplest way to do that would be to create calendars for all of our software developers. And then whenever any work is assigned to a developer, it should get loaded on that calendar. So when I go to anyone's calendar, I should be able to see what are the tasks assigned to them and how much of their time is free to take up any new work, or to see if they're overloaded, so that can potentially hamper the delivery time of their project. So in that case, I will be able to proactively bring in another developer to help on that project so that it doesn't get delayed. Now to build an app like that, we'll need to create solid linkages between the projects, tasks and individual calendars. So that's what we are going to explore in today's video. So without further ado, let's start building. I will start by creating an app as usual with some basic styling. Next, I will set up the database. Here I will create two collections, one for projects and another one for tasks. In the project collections, I will add fields for project name, description, owner, priority, status, etc. And in the tasks collection, we'll add fields for task name, description, status, owner, start and end dates, priority, man hours, etc. Once that is done, let's start building the UI pages for our app. Let's start creating the pages. So here we'll need to create pages for creating and managing projects, managing project details, and we'll need page for project dashboard. So once these are added, head over to the projects page. We'll start by adding a header. On this page, I want to add a form for creating new projects, and below that, I want to add a table to display all the projects that we create. And I'm going to fast track through this because we have another video about creating a basic project management app where we have covered all these steps in greater detail. So I'll put a link to that video in the description below. So feel free to refer to that video to understand what we're doing here. Once we have added the no code blocks, let me save the page HTML and let me check it on the live page. I will try adding a project here just for testing. Once a project is created, it will show up in the list of projects. I will click on that to go to the project dashboard page. So basically this is the dashboard for a single project. Here I will start by adding a header to display the project name. And now I'll create a data variable to save the project ID. This will be used to link tasks that are created here to this particular project. Next, I will set up the tabs for managing tasks, managing a calendar, and managing a Kanban board for this particular project. And then in the tasks tab, we will begin by adding an editable table which will be used for creating and editing tasks within this project. So I'll select the editable table block for this purpose, and I will add fields for task, description, status, owner, start and end dates, etc. And we will also need to add task priority and the manners required to complete this task. I will also link the entries in this table to a task details page. So whenever you click on any of these tasks, you will be taken to a task details page for that particular task. Next, let's go to the calendar tab and add a block for calendar. This calendar should display the timeline for different tasks which are added within this project. Basically, it will make it much easier for us to visualize how the project is going to progress over a timeline. And finally, I'll go to the Kanban tab, and here I will add a block for a Kanban board. This Kanban board will provide us with an interactive dashboard to move the tasks between different stages. And here we are going to add 4 stages, which are fresh, in progress, done, and verified. So we are building this dashboard to manage our internal software development projects, and each task will correspond to some software development work, which will need to be verified by a tester. So that's why we have these 4 stages. Now I'm also going to assign different colors to each of these stages. Once that is done, I will save the HTML to the live page, and let's test it on the live page by adding a new task. So we can verify that it is working by going to the Kanban and calendar tabs. Let's check what happens when we click on any of these tasks. It should take us to the task details page as per the linkage that we had configured earlier. And this is a blank page to begin with. So let's start adding some UI to it. Now here I want to display the task name and project name in the header. But for that, I first need to create a data variable for the project to which this task is linked. And now we'll use the data display block, and in the data display block we'll display the task name and project name in the header. Next, I will add a form for editing the task details. So basically you can click on any task and come to this page and edit the task details, update progress, etc. So far we have established the basic app structure to create and manage projects and also to create and manage tasks within each project. Now we come to the interesting part of monitoring task delegation and the workload of individual team member. So for that, first I'm going to create a new page where any user can go and check their own to-do list and their own calendar. So let's add that page and open it with our page builder. I will start by adding a header. And next, I will add a couple of tabs for to-do list and for calendar. The to-do list tab will show all the pending tasks for the logged in user. So if I'm using the app, I should be able to go to this to-do list tab and find out what is pending at my end. We will do this by adding a to-do list block. I will filter all the tasks which are assigned to the logged in user and the task status is not done or it's not verified. So if it's not done, if it's not verified, it should be pending, and all those tasks which are assigned to the logged in user should show up in the to-do list. I will link these to-do list items to the task details page. So whenever you click on any task, you should be able to open and edit the task on the task details page, which we saw earlier. Okay, so this to-do list looks good now. Next, I will go to the calendar tab and configure a calendar view to display the tasks assigned to the current user or the logged in user. So let's add that block and filter the tasks accordingly. Once it's added, let me save the HTML. Now let's head over to the live page and we can see the to-do list and the user's calendar is in good shape. So any user can come over to this page and check their own workload. Additionally, I also want to create a dashboard for the project manager where they can track the workload of each and every team member. For that, first I will create a role for the project manager and then I will add a page for team members. Access to this page will be restricted to the project manager role. So only the project manager will be able to see it. I will also assign the project manager role to myself so I can start to see this page. We will also need a page for user calendar where the project manager will have an overview of an individual user's calendar. Okay. Now let's configure the team members page from the page builder. I will add a header and then a table to display list of all the team members in this app. The table will be linked to user calendar page. So whenever you click on any of these team members, you will go to the calendar for that user. Once done, let's save the HTML and check it on the live page. Let me click on this user. And we can see it takes us to the user calendar page, which is presently blank. So let's start setting it up with the page builder. The steps that we follow here are very similar to what we did for the to-do list page. Basically, we are setting up two tabs for displaying the to-do list and calendar view, but instead of showing the tasks for the current user or the logged in user, we are going to display the tasks assigned to the selected user. So for that reason, I will create a data variable to get the selected user and I will save it as selected_user. So that's our data variable that we'll use. And then I will add this to-do list block where I will filter the tasks which are assigned to the selected user. Similarly, when adding a calendar block, I will filter tasks which are assigned to the selected user. Now let me save the HTML and check it on the live page. I can now see the to-do list and calendar views for the selected user. Let's go back to the team members page and check the same for the other user. And yes, we can see the to-do list and calendar for the other user as well. So now we can use this app for our internal project management, where I will be able to see how different people on my team are loaded with work, and it will help me to plan for new projects in a better way. So I'm going to stop right here. This video should have given you a fair idea of how you can build your own project management app and how you can build some complex linkages to track your projects and resources in a better way. Did you find that useful? Do you have any questions? Please let us know in the comments below. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more such videos. Let us know what kind of SaaS apps you would like us to cover in the future videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.